The point is that at the core, there is a root issue. How many of you ever had a plant that you just wish you could kill, but because the roots are so strong, you can't? Growing up, we had a yucca plant, and those things are like, they get huge and the roots go deep, and so we would kill the top of it and thought we got all of the roots out, and a few years later, the plant grew back up. And it was a pain. And some of you, this is what you're doing to try and deal. You don't want to fall into this category of having evil thoughts and murder, adultery, sexual immorality, theft, false witness, slander. You want to love people. You want to try and do the right thing. But what you do instead is begin to create a list of do's and don'ts and things that you think you can control to change your behavior. All along, failing to look into your heart. Thinking you can be blind and you don't have to dig into the recesses of your life that really, just to be honest, suck. Most of us don't want to look in the mirror. I don't want to look in the mirror and be like, oh yeah, look at that. I mean, I'm just telling you, I'm disgusted by this. So I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to think about my diet because I like to eat, I like to work out, but if I just had to work out and not diet, that would be great. And so what you and I want to do is we don't want to look at the depths of our heart because we know how terribly wicked they are. And so what we do is we shut the mirror off, we fail to look in them, and we think if we can just change and modify our behavior, everything will turn out okay. And then we get upset when a year later, the thing that we thought we had killed in our life creeps back up in our life. And the reality is because we've just killed the plant but not the root. If you're struggling with any sort of sin, if you're struggling with lusting and looking at pornography, the issue is not necessarily lusting and pornography. It's something else. If you can't love someone like Jesus loves them, the issue is not you loving that person. It's something else. If you're not sharing the gospel with your friends and your neighbors and inviting people to Vintage, it's not because of the gospel or inviting, it's something else. There is a root issue of sin in our lives. And until you dig deep enough to discover what that root is, how you live your life will never change.